Hello, Tutal here, coming in a conversation to bring you another video of End War, one of my all-time favorite games. This is right after we left off just because I want to get this done and get into a good save position. So, Battle Group 1, Special Operations. This is going to be a good one. Okay. Game is saved and every turn it saves automatically, so it's nice. Here's the rules and the winning. Three rules. You can only fight one battle per turn, but the mission will influence the whole campaign. So now, on easy difficulty, this one's completely meh. Defeating higher ranked enemies gives you a boost to your allies on the front line, meaning if you destroy a higher ranked win, the what's it called? You're gonna get more of an advantage on the other fronts. Now, if you raid an enemy base, I will almost never do this because there's really no point as far as I've never done it because it's like if I'm gonna raid it, I'm gonna want to capture it because raiding doesn't increase my attack, but that might change given what I'm gonna do here in a moment. Raiding enemy bases cut off their mission support for 3 turns, which is nice, and then for a capital city it takes 3 battles. Conquest, which is not too bad. Assault, which is basically a slugging match, and Siege, which is a bitch. It is hard. Because in order to do a siege, you are sieging. The defenders do not get reinforcements. They don't. But that means also their units will fight to the death. Whereas if you destroy 3 units, they're combat ineffective and they're ordering evacs. Not with Siege, because there is no evacs and there is no reinforcements till Alpha. The uplink is quote-unquote online. So you have to defend for a certain amount of time, and your troops will defend to the end. And it is not easy, because there are paths that are blocks, there's choke points, there's barricades, and defenses ever. It is a bitch. And you're going to need artillery, but it is tricky. I mean, you, as the attacker, can bring in stuff, but it's a bitch. And if you don't take it within the time limit, regular army forces will come in. Like for the Americans, you'll have Humvees and M1A2s come in, and the M1A2s might not be able to stand up against the Panther tanks we have, but they will still shred IFVs. They will shred. So, yeah, Siege is not easy attacking. This is the most difficult one ever. If you are in a siege, it is not. Yeah, I've only on purpose have I ever actually been sieged in my own capital, just because I wanted to see what it's like. Oh, you try sieging Moscow? Fuck that. Or Washington D.C. Oh my God, Washington D.C. trying to. You'll see it when I eventually get to Washington D.C.
As such, you are authorized to log on to the strategic display at any time to view the progress of our campaign and to issue deployment recommendations. Now, a look at current operations. We distinguished ourselves on native soil.
The new Commonwealth has announced it will allow European forces to occupy and defend the uplink sites built in the UK and Ireland before the European Federation was founded in 2018.
Okay. Fortunately, what he said there kind of implies to the multiplayer act of war or something, which is basically this, but multiplayer-wise. Unfortunately, because this is such an old-ass game, it has third-party servers for it, it's gone. There is no, what to call multiplayer anymore, which is a shame. Unless there is. Now, here you can see Russia is actually attacking. And Russia actually will get to, what's it called? Real quickly, if you're as the Americans and you are not careful. Before the enemies get to Paris, like with the United States, we have 1, 2, theoretically 3 turns before the enemies get to Paris. That would give us, if we're fighting, since we're going to be fighting, I'm going to be taking out Russia, that will give us 3 turns to advance our positions. Now, our objectives are here. Your objective is to control 3 of the capitals or 28 territories. Right now it's split even. 1-1-1, 13-13-13. Just because you're kicking Russia's ass doesn't mean the USA is also being... You could both. Europe and USA could double team it next, United States. You gain 1, but the United States gains 3 for some reason because they were attacking in 3 places. So just because you do good does not mean you're automatically going to win. The other guy can also do good, so... And the only reason why I won is just because I eventually I don't know how I won, because you can... This game gets crazy. I one time had like 8 missions going on. It gets crazy at the end. Now, this turn 1. And this is how the game will always start out, even after the prologue. If you don't do the prologue and you do the World War III one, which skips the prologues, this is how it starts out. You have your quit, which you're not going to do. You have your save games, and you have all these little save files. Act 9, going forward. So yeah, that was the one of the acts. We have Act 9. So I'm actually going to replace this with turn 1. You're up. Now, I'm on normal, but that's because I want to speed through the beginning. I am actually going to change the difficulty. Normal is what for new commanders we are... I really am tempted to do hardcore, because I've played this game so much. But we're going to see how well the expert does first. I want to see how well the AI changes, because I've always played on normal. In this game, I think I remember going to like turn 50, which is crazy. Now up next is my hands down favorite thing about this game. If you take a look at the upper left here, we have our rank and funds. We have credits. Here we have the turn, and basically we have our world map. Not really important that much. It gives you a quick look around. Funds, they're interesting. I can't remember exactly how you get funds, other than winning battles. I think the more territories you hold, the more funds you get. I can't quite remember. I remember seeing it somewhere. But here's hold down my favorite is entering the barracks. You can upgrade and customize your battalion. This right here is my hands down, like I said, favorite shit in the game. Because here you have your battalions. Here we start out with a command vehicle, and here you can see where you have your upgrades. Even the Russians, if I remember correctly, I think the Russians get 1 or 2. I can't quite remember. I think it is 2. But the Americans and British only get 1 attack. Now, I can buy this. If you have the money, you can buy whatever the hell you want, and some of this stuff gets expensive. Like the enforcers are the only ones that get mobility 3. But some of this stuff gets expensive, like look at that. Yeah, that's expensive. And they give you a bit of a idea, like what is an AFC decoy? It's an electronic countermeasure system, and it affects the shields. It means your shields don't go down as fast. And some of these defensives not only have visual effects, but they they have like effects. It's not just some, like this one though is passive. Like if I click it, nothing really happens. It's just passive. Here we have the ARV Thale. Basically armed robotic vehicles with a tactical laser which replaces the machine gun. I can't get this because you have to be a rank of regular, and this thing is not regular, it is a recruit. Up next we have our gunships. The gunships, I only get 7 attack upgrades, and I think only 2 defense upgrades. No, I get 4 defense upgrades. The Americans get 5 defense upgrades, and I think 7 attack as well, and the Russians, well, crazy. I get 3 mobilities though, so these things become really, really fast. These are the Cheetah Gun Ships, and it explains all these stuff here. Like you got laser guided, which enhances the accuracy. You got the special attack, the hot missiles, high subsonic optical guided missiles, which are an area of effect and do shite tons of damage. And you can upgrade these. Like the area effects increases more damage in a bigger area of effect. Attack 4 increases the rate of fire and more accurate, etc., 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 range and damage. Defenses, like this one, another EMC decoy, it's the same thing this one gets, only it's on the helicopters. More shields, more shields. Now, let's see. The enforcers really rely on their shields. Up next is the artillery. More damage, etc., etc., etc. Now, seems like all of you start out with DMC decoys. for the what's it called? Shields, if I remember correctly. So even this, yeah. So you always start with the EMC decoys. At least for the vehicles. You got sensor fuse, which increase the accuracy against moving targets. Just basically upgraded accuracy, rate of fire, and the explosive. You get high explosive shells, which is first thing you get, and then I think attack 4. These replace basically upgrades the high explosive shells. I don't think they do the damage of the high explosive. I can't quite remember. What it does is right there, it destroys the target shields, nullifies them with their EMP. Basically, crazy. Thermal shroud and attack 6, basically more accuracy. Now some of these are pretty cool, like these laser countermeasures. You don't see anything, but this right here, the HMP, is basically a close-in, basically an automatic weapon. It's great because these tanks, if you're an infantry right here, this tank can't shoot, but the high-powered microwave can. Now up next is the combat transports, and I will upgrade these to the Forgot, which, as you can see, changes this from the gun to the to a missile launcher. And every one of these gets, and it tells you how many units are actually qualified. Sadly, none of these are for this, and this is basically its special attack. The enforcers have their these basically high power they love their energy weapons. Now these guys actually target their whole training, so they all get upgraded. But up next, we're actually going to upgrade the riflemen here. They get better accuracy because I'm going to be using them. And unfortunately, you don't get the grenade launcher yet, but you do get a 40mm grenade launcher, which is an area effect and more accuracy. More damage, I was about to say. Hang on. Now, the infantry only get 1 defense. Basically, better armor. And because this is basically all they get, we're going to get all this. Because we're going to need it. And it's the only one they're ever going to get. Now, the mobility is... This one's going to be nice, because they capture faster and upgrading speed. I'm not going to use these guys for upgrade. I'm almost never going to use them to upgrade anything. But I will get it because I love the, what's it called? Speed upgrade, and then we're going to get this one. The active camp. Basically makes them invisible. Necessary. The Americans have that basically the best. Like, it's just ridiculous. And, all the riflemen, actually every nation's rifleman gets, when they get the special attack 3, get it marksman. Gives them the ability to snipe. Each engine for the other guys are different. The Americans get a Gatling gun. These guys get a basically taser, ballistic shield taser. And the Soviets, I think, get a flamethrower and something else. And this was something I took me forever to figure out. You have your statistics here, which is pretty cool. But these airstrikes too. For the longest time, I never really read these. I just did this. But right now, our only ability we have is an airstrike, which is meh. It does 2 things of damage. However, if we get air-to-surface missiles, we not only make the airstrike better, but it increases damage and area of effect. But it requires 2 upgrades to an uplink. An airstrike 3, well, 3 uplinks and you're going to basically annihilate something. These are very, very useful. These electronic warfare, these EMPs, basically. They immobilize vehicles and they take away shields. Very, very good. And if you stack them up enough, you can actually sort of stun lock an enemy vehicle, which is crazy. And then you got like this one 3, which is long, massive area, and it's basically you can attack them pretty much unimpeded. The next one we are going to get is Force Recon. Basically, your regular army force to guard a specific position. You get 1 infantry, which is riflemen, and then 1 FAV, which are basically cheap versions of the IFVs there, the combat transports. Force Recon 2 is pretty good because you get 2 tanks, an infantry, and the FAVs. And then 3 is 2 infantry, 2 FAVs, and 2 tanks. So yeah, those tanks are crazy. And then the forward command, you can actually designate another uplink. Now we're going to buy this as well. it designates a forward uplink for you to actually, like, instead of spawning at the very end of the field, you can have your troops be deployed at like uplink Charlie, say it's closer. Now I'm also going to upgrade the what do I want to upgrade? We're going to upgrade the defense as well on the IFVs. And now we have a total of 0. Now here's, pardon me, another cool thing. You can actually change your camo. So right now we have this blue Peacekeeper thing. We can do these Arctic, which basically turns our units pretty much white. And it looks, some of them look pretty cool. And then you got ones like this, which are like the Immer's Tiger. Let's see how it has it. Some of them are pretty cool. Sometimes I try and guess, and I can sort of tell from what battle I'm in. I can sort of tell which one where we're going to be facing. And if I remember correctly, we're going to be fighting in some places that are green. So I'll try and do my best to actually match my battle group's camo. Although matching your camo has no effect on gameplay. None. I mean, some of them have crazy camos, like the Soviets. Oh my god, they have... Or Soviets, the Russians. They have crazy ones. Let's start our battles. We're going to do the, the Conquest of Istra. Now here's another cool thing. You can actually do these details in well, this.
Capitan, inform the Colonel.
Naturalmente, General. Istra region, former Croatia. We'd be going for the uplinks right after IWCE Pulse crashes them. We would be able to call in airstrikes. We would be fighting without benefit of ground support. The enemy would be able to call in regular army troops to bolster his defenses. The enemy would be fighting without air cover. There is exposure to attacks, but that would apply to both sides.
Okay, so yeah, and you can see the territory bonus here for the Conquest of Istar. We get nothing, sadly, except for these bases come in. Now, I know exactly what kind of... There's, if I remember correctly, an uplink here, here, and here. Uplink here, here, and here, and here, and
We would be fighting
here.
without benefit of ground support.
Colonel, your objective
Yeah, see,
today is to
I
defeat
called
both
it.
the uplinks in this sector, ensuring full spectrum dominance for all offensive operations. The Russians consider this native soil, so expect a bitter contest. Your adversary, Colonel Boris Pontecorvo of the 39th Assault Brigade, is unruly aggressive. He can be counted on to stumble into the ambushes you set for him. Exploit the enemy's every weakness, every misstep. Strike where he is weak, melt away where he is strong. This is the path to victory.
Got it, buddy. I'm not gonna do that. Now here we can finally choose our units. Click on a reserve card, deploy, etc., etc. And here's your deployment limits. In conquest modes, and pretty much almost every single one, and I think siege is different. If I remember, I can't quite remember because I barely use it on the defending side. You can only have one command vehicle, and it always tries to start you out with the command vehicle. You can only have 2 artillery and 6 infantry units. Now, right now, we can only bring in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. Later on, you can bring in 12 units and just have a massive fucking mosh pit at times. I will always, on Conquest, start out with this. Unit 1, infantry, which is, longsword. Unit 2 will always be an IFV, Dynper. Because these guys will quickly rush to one of these and I will quickly capture, which will give me 4 points to bring in another unit. Let's start.
Operation Tiberius is go. Repeat.
Okay, you're gonna load in
Tiberius is
and
go.
we got
Units
total
entering the
work
battle
coming in.
space. Uplink positions are confirmed.
Go to Zulu.
Units entering the battle space.
Now we do have friendly. Oh no, don't do that. I want V. You always start out with friendly infantry. And well, all these guys do is they're gonna run up until they meet some enemy, and then they're just gonna take cover and just fire, and that's it. Unfortunately, they don't have the shields we have, so anything versing these, my friendlies, if I were to take my rifleman squad versus their rifleman squad, I could take 2 of their rifleman squads dead of the regular riflemen. I forgot to change the thing, and you can see sort of like see how the nice things they turn into little circles there. Hi, old games.
Eyes on Russian army troops.
Now, ooh, gunships. Yeah, watch this. No cover. Look at that. Now, don't ask me how the hell these missiles are actually doing that, but
Transport ready to deliver reinforcements. Units entering
they're
the battle space.
point blank range. And yeah, see, they're just gonna run up, find cover, and just start blasting each other.
Check Zulu. It is secured. Reinforcements ready to deploy.
Let's get some
Units
artillery
entering
out,
the battle space. Check Alpha. It is secured.
and we're gonna get
Transport ready to deploy.
a tank, and then we'll get a
Units entering the battle
helicopter.
space.
This is Einstein. Barges deployed. Fix him up, Sensfar. Jawohl.
Check Delta. Uplink secured by hostiles.
Okay, then these guys are gonna quickly go to Bravo, capture it.
This is Elba. Duniba here.
Eyes
What are
on
those?
BTR 112 IFEs.
Glad I got the tanks.
This is Ferry. Marksman on the ground. This is Longsaw. Embarkation complete.
So I should have them try and upgrade the things. I'll have them upgrade Bravo or something.
Machines are like new. This is Elba. This is Einstein. Panzer tanks deployed.
Okay, well, let's come closer. Come on. Okay, now those helicopters actually have no shields, and you can see the riflemen are actually hurting it. Well,
Transports ready to deploy.
This is Denis.
I'm actually going to get some engineers so they can actually start
Units entering the battle space. Battle space deployment is at maximum.
what's it calling? My brain is pulling a fart. Upgrade. Okay, they're gonna try and get away, but hopefully, I say hopefully.
On the move, Central.
That's obviously not gonna happen.
Grenadiers
Okay, well,
deployed.
those are. Let's go to Lima.
Confirmed.
Okay, these guys are gonna be slow, but have them go capture Alpha.
We're at the full strength.
CC, on the move.
This is Deniba. This is Longsaw. Making a go.
And I'm actually gonna have these guys start heading this way to go pick up the
We will do it.
what are they called?
Elba here.
Engineers. You guys start moving up and go attack those transports.
Machines are good.
Elba here.
Uh,
Confirmed. Moving out.
Oh yeah, they are right there. It's amazing we can't actually see them.
Eyes on Spetsnaz Wolves.
Okay, wolves are the
We have secured it.
no,
This is
actually,
Longsaw.
you should start upgrading as well.
Squad's in good shape.
Scorpio here.
Okay,
All machines are
you
good.
are moving. I want you over here. Okay, actually, where their things go? There they are. So they're upgrading that into, I think, what looks like Force Recon.
Securing uplink central.
I need Lima.
Couloir here.
Confirm. On the move.
Okay, target
Eyes on
those
Russian
riflemen.
army troops.
This is Untersberg.
Okay,
All
you should.
machines ready for action.
Okay, you guys should just slaughter them. Let's put our landing
Check
zone
Lima.
at.
We have secured it.
Get Zulu.
Check Zulu. Designated
This is
forward
actually pretty
GZ.
cool.
Deniba here. We have reached destination.
Oh yeah. Hi, you are dead.
On the move.
Hostiles taking damage.
Center quadrant. Eyes on T-100 Ogre tanks.
Okay, target the tanks. You guys
Untersberg here.
head that way.
That's a kill.
Yeah, you guys are upgrading. Wow, these guys actually upgraded this faster than the or just as actually
Infantry is
pretty
most
much
effective
just
in
as
hard
fast.
cover.
This is Denker. This is Air Command Europa. Signal is authentic and secure.
Yeah, okay, start going there. Obviously, the engineers are Germans. You gotta have the Germans as engineers.
This is Elba. This is Steppers. Approaching target.
Center quadrant. Eyes on
No, don't let him get away.
12 IFVs.
Untersberg here.
Jack Yankee. Hostiles have secured it.
This is Untersberg. We just lost the machine.
This is Elba.
Nope, you are not allowed to get away.
Approaching
What are
now.
the? Okay, those are regular. Okay, belay that order. Go back,
Confirmed.
fall back.
Affirmative. Confirmed.
Yeah, this is what I mean by in a 1v1.
2 machines left. Both damaged.
Yeah,
Center quadrant.
evac.
Hostile eliminated.
Elba here. Destination reached.
Scorpio here. We're engaged.
Yeah.
This is Elba.
Okay, get that cover.
Check Unit 6. Suppressed by enemy fire.
Untersberg
Should be
here.
able to evac
This
here.
battle has a bad smell to it.
Are you guys in? You are. Okay, Alpha. Head to Zoo. Play that. Head to Lima.
Do it.
You guys are at Bravo. Head to Sierra.
Moving. This is
You're gonna take a. If only that was there, but it's fortunately it's not. Now these artillery should pummel it. Yeah.
All machines are good.
Here comes their fast attack vehicles.
Elba here.
Okay, start targeting those guys.
We are engaging the hostiles.
Check West quadrant. Hostile eliminated.
Hostiles 1 squad down.
Yeah, no, just because they're regular army troops doesn't mean that they're going to. Oh, hi. Well,
We lost 2 machines.
okay, well, you can evac now, and you guys can start going to capture Yankee. When I get down to 2 like that, I will always evac them, and you can bring them back in. Like,
Destination.
you can bring them. My brain is pulling such a bad thing. They Fuck me. I give up. I'm not even gonna. I'm done. I'm done trying to explain that.
We're engaging.
This is Tinker. We're at the
They get more infantry. Well, okay, well those guys are just standing there. This is a bit of a. This game isn't flawless. It has its bugs and moments, but
This is Longsaw. Securing
I mean the bright side is now is that they can kill those 2, and these guys. It's gonna jump over here and pretty
Transports
much be
ready
clear.
to deliver reinforcements.
Bring out some more
Units
tanks.
entering the battle space. Battle space deployment is at maximum.
Now I want to make sure I sort of have my things spread out because this is gonna cause them to get their WMD.
Check Sierra. It is secured. Situation critical.
Okay.
Use of orbital lasers authorized.
You're good. Okay. So they did crash
Jack
it.
Bravo.
What are those?
Spike has crashed uplink.
Hi, tanks.
Longsaw. This is Tempest. Approaching target.
This is Scorpio.
Check Yankee. Uplink is secure.
This is Longsaw.
Good kill. Good kill. Let's get some helicopters since there's
Inbound
tanks
on
right
busy.
there.
Battle space deployment is at maximum.
Yeah, okay, you guys are at Yankee. Let's start heading up and start moving
Cheetah
towards
Gun
Delta.
Ships are perfect tank killers. East
Yes.
quadrant.
Well, I got them.
Eyes on 200 Ogre tanks.
And these tanks can go up, and because we have full everything now, I think we can actually hurt. These guys should be able to actually do something. Plus, we have Cheetah Gun Ships, and there you go. Now you at Sierra can.
Check West quadrant.
Oh, there they come.
Detonation imminent.
Yeah, so those 2 are dead.
Incapacitated units are
Or
out of the
not.
fight and cannot move.
Okay, you know what? I'm
Kazivac is
I'm
on the
actually
way.
a-okay with that. And to deal with
Check
that,
East quadrant. Hostile destroyed.
switch to Lima, so that's not a problem.
Designated forward
So we can, the fact that it didn't crash that uplink, not a problem. I'm not going to waste anything on these guys just yet because they're all only rank 1.
Emerald here. We are at full strength. This is the Barracks.
I'm actually going to start having these guys go this way because of the, what's it called there.
Bomb. Survivors on board.
No, you should be, these guys should, yeah, not have a problem.
This is Chopin. Survivors on board and we are lifting off.
Do I want to use my... Ah, hell, I'm blind. Ah, the camera screwed me. Back away, back away. Well, I would say that's a bit overkill.
Eyes on KA-65 Howler gunships.
This is Chopin. Survivors loaded. Outbound. This is the Barracks.
Okay. I want tanks. And then another thing of that.
Units entering the battle space. Units entering the battle space.
I don't know how they shot that. What are those? Riflemen? Okay. Let's get you in a position to go help. Get to Zulu.
Check Foxtrot. Uplink is secure. We have multiple units ready to deploy.
This is danger close.
Approaching target.
These gunships. Come on. Kill them. You know you can.
We're going to take care of it, Central.
Do be
Check
careful.
northeast quadrant. Hostiles deploying. Eyes on Mi-80 Tarantula.
Yeah.
Eyes on
All that.
DPR-112 IFE.
Yeah, nope. Those are IFEs. Bug out. Do not go that way.
We have secured the building.
Yeah, now easy. Normal AI will actually sit there until their thing gets shot down. So yeah, easy.
Panzer tanks deployed. This is Steph.
Okay, Panther tanks deployed. Are they still? No, I think they're gone.
In a position.
Okay, now we'll get some infantry.
All squads in good shape.
Units entering the battle space. Battle space deployment is at maximum.
Oh yeah, artillery's gonna just blast them apart. Oh, we did kill them. Okay, that's good.
East quadrant. Hostile neutralized.
Get them to land.
This is FA. We're at the full strength.
Now I don't think you can shoot them down bringing in. I know you can shoot them down if they're evacing, and that will
On the move. This is Matterhorn.
what are those?
Holding at position.
Go deal with them.
This is Matterhorn.
I'm actually going. Nope. Try and kill them. Might as well.
Commandos deployed.
Scorpio here. Confirm.
Oh God. Uh oh.
Emerald here. We're engaging.
Check Unit 4. They're outmatched.
Yeah. Back up. Reverse. Tricky sons of bitches you guys are.
This is Scorpio. Attack is effective.
Do it by the book.
Okay. Well, we did lose one, but they're no longer focusing, and we can get the transfers here to do this.
That's a kill.
Okay. Wait for it to get to red.
Emerald here.
Good kill. Oh, okay. Evac.
Matterhorn here.
Well, we got our victory, so we didn't need to try and go for the full
They
kill.
are defeated, Colonel. The battle space is secure. Big tanks can't win every time.
So we did kill it just heard us kill the transports, which is nice. Or at least combat and effect them. 4 units promoted. Command rating B, screw you. I did that in 13 minutes. But yeah, that was the conquest of Iban. That was correct. You can actually save your replays. And for beating each battle, you get a reward. Or is that, I think that's from all the other, I can't quite remember times. And all of our units survived, and we went from rank 1 to rank 3.
The strategic display is updating now. Here is what occurred. We were dishonored on native soil.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
We achieved results in Eastern Europe.
Welcoming the Parliament's
Nah,
decision
later.
to institute
Okay,
military
what is this?
conscription, President Perot
Battle.
vowed that the European
Raid.
Federation
Not gonna do
will
that.
prevail
I will
in
do
Britain.
battles. I will gladly do battles. Although I'm debating whether I want that one or the conquest here. Okay, well I'll wait till the Americans get to Liseto army base. I think this is an army base. But yeah, we're actually going to wait. The Russians will get other stuff here. But we're gonna target the Valor. After the conquest of Istra, we're gonna have the Battle of Valor. And then hopefully it'll give us permission. Hopefully we'll be able to attack Fort Lifsky's army base. Cause that would allow us. That would let us have that, and it would open up a route to behind the Americans as well. That would all, but then it would also open up another front for them. So I know if. I wonder if winning here. I know if you beat the. You know what? We'll actually do a raid next time. We'll do a raid, and that might give us this place anyways. I'm not quite sure. Let's go into the barracks and see what we can upgrade. And I'm thinking we're going to upgrade our helicopters. But you know, we're going to upgrade the speed of our units since we're supposed to be fast. We're going to get hydrogen cells in our transports. Then you can get like power units, greater speed, and then dynamic mobility engines. I think you get like wouldn't these like hydrogen power units and auxiliary power. And I think with these guys that get like a massive engine or some shit. I don't know, I think, or maybe it was the American where you just, you know, there's that, but you get like a massive, you just throw an engine in the damn thing, a bigger, better engine. Save and exit. Well, given the fact that we're going to be doing a raid, it probably would have been best to do attacks on the tanks, but I won't talk over them at the beginning, but afterwards I will, because it's very, very repetitive. So we'll prevail. Well, yeah. Let me know how you guys think about End War. This is $2 and thank you for joining me on this Let's Play of End War. Stay safe and as always have an awesome, awesome day.